Hello, welcome back to Funtime Crafts 24/7. This is a let's make video. And so I've been on this quad fold pocket card kick, and we made this garden seed quad fold um, pocket card together. So it's a gift to hold um, garden seed packets, for um, friends who want to get into gardening, or people that that want to get into gardening, or you just want to bless them that they like flowers and they like gardening and things like that. And I just thought this was really fun, and you can adapt this pocket one to hold just about anything. If you wanted to, like do tea or, things like that. I was just trying to think of just different things for like Easter or Mother's Day or things like that. And or just a fun little, um, piece of happy mail, or just a little happy thing. If you wanted to bless someone's day that, was maybe down or something, or just needed some cheering up, lifting up, or you wanted to let them know that you were thinking of them. It'd be a really fun way, simple, use stuff in your craft room. And garden seeds, they're like $1. And you can do however many you want in them. You like this one, when you open it up, how it goes, there's two, you could put one, two, um, three, four, four on that side. Put a little note here, and then you could just you could put a fifth one there if you wanted to. Just put another pocket. I have a gift card holder, because that's how I'd like to use it, is to also bless them with the gift card as well. Like you could put a little $10 coffee gift card in there, or something like that. You could even put a little cash in there. You doesn't even have to. You don't even have to run down the store and get a gift card. You can just put a little cash in there, and hey, thinking of you, wanted to buy you a cup of coffee, or whatever. And just something fun. That was completely different than what I normally do. I normally do candy, but sometimes people, coming out of winter, don't really want the temptation of a little sweet treat. They'd rather have like something else, Maybe they would like coffee because they're, taking the cream and sugar out of it or whatever. But anyway, so we did this one, and then we did this one here. I love this one. I love both of these, but this one is so cool because you can actually gift your Mondo super uber embellished Anna Griffin style gift greeting cards. And I just love how this one came together. It just looks fabulous sitting on the table, and just so it's pretty fun. And so this one does greeting cards. It's another quad fold, and like so. A little place to write something fun there. This could have been like a poem, or some like uplifting message or something like that you found. And then it holds a set of greeting cards that you can gift the individual. And there again, utilizing things in your craft room, what you probably already do. And, people that are like, wow, those are so pretty. I wish I could give something like that away. There you go. You can gift them a set of greeting cards, and then they can give them away to their friends and whatnot. And just another fun way to utilize things in our craft room, and not really run down to the store. You can and have to buy every little thing. You can use what you already have, or a minimal amount of things that you would purchase. Maybe you want to throw in some stamps or a pen or something like that. You could definitely add that in there, and it would be really fun. But a super fun way to gift what you already do and have fun doing, and is set of greeting cards. So there is that one. And so now with this quad fold deal, I've adapted it to a stationery set. And this is probably my favorite out of all of them. I haven't actually made it yet. I just did the sizing of it. And so this ends up being, it's 1" by 5.5 by 7.5. And so all the pockets, these are 1/2" quad folding flaps. And so all the pockets end up, they're 1/4 inch deep. And it's a stationery set is what it ends up being. And so what you have is, I got a cut in that. I created, because I'm still using the wildflower meadow set. All these were created with the wildflower meadow set. And so I thought, let's just stick with the theme, right? So I created a notepad with my thermocinch, and just did this all-encompassing little binding that goes over the top of the little note. pages. This is some Anna Griffin text weight along with regular copy paper. That this is a 5x7, like a legit 5x7 by about a quarter of an inch or less, maybe 3/8. Not well. Let's see. What would quarter would be 2/8. So an eighth, so a little over a quarter of an inch. Maybe it's only a quarter of an inch. I mean, it's not that thick, but it's like 50, 25 or 30 sheets somewhere. I don't know, somewhere in there. It's a nice little notebook, right? So it's a good thickness, and it's fun because the back of some of these are gold embossed with the lavender, and it's a really pretty paper. So when you jot something down and need to take notes to like the grocery store, or you're going to pick up something, unique or whatever, you need measurements. This is a fun way to do it because the back of the paper is really pretty, and it's just a fun place to write, right? And so then with the stationery set, you get a notepad a lot of times. A stationery set generally includes a set of note cards, and so I've created these little 4x6 note cards. I already had the envelopes, so I was able to utilize those, and so there again, sticking with the wildflower theme, used some of it because it was a scrapbooking set. It's a scrapbooking kit. It has these fun photo mats that then I put on the inside of the card. I cut them down to fit on the inside of the 4x6 as a beautiful place to write. And I thought, how fun is that? This gorgeous paper makes a beautiful note card, and they're a great weight as well because they are cardstock. So I did a set of 4 of those. And so you have all of those, and each of them have the different color mats in. And then I thought, well, what is that if you didn't have, like, it would be fun if you had sentiments, and these are sticker sentiments. So I did one of each. These came out of the, simple sentiment stickers. And so I did one of each of the different kinds and colors, so they could, if they wanted to adorn the inside or the outside, they could just peel the sticker off and the sticker backer off and put it on the outside or the inside of the card. And I thought that would be a fun way, and then also to share the love. So there's those. And then wanted to, like, if they wanted to do maybe gift something and have this as the, you wanted to pick up a little floral arrangement, or you wanted to pick up a little something and you wanted to put a tag on it to go with the note card. These matched then the note cards, and then you have the sentiments for whatever the little occasion would be. And so I made some note cards some tags, some small ones and some longer ones, depending on, how tall it is that you're embellishing. And these are fun too back here because they have the, I wish you could see it, but they have the journaling. Well, we're here. I can redo it. We're here. When in Rome. Hopefully. I put to hold my little streamers down, I put a little sliding belly band that I could slide I could slide them up. I could slide them up and around, and it would hold all my little streamers. So these are the small ones here, the small little gift tags. And then these are the larger ones. And so I used the little scrapbook sentiment and just stuck them on with some little ephemera and a little piece of the border. And I thought that was just a really fun alternate way to utilize the stuff out of the scrapbook page, right? How fun is that, right? And I just think this turned out so fun. Wait. Let's see if we can get these back. Oh, I'm just gonna have to redo that. I'll just redo this. I'll do that off camera. So there you go. I mean, yeah, if we're gonna redo it here. So I did a little set of 3, and then each of these have a larger one that matches, and I thought this was just really fun. And the fun thing about the paper is it's light enough that you can actually write on the back of it a little something or other if you wanted to. So pretty fun there. And so, yeah, this is just a little sliding piece that I made to hold the little tassel pieces down. So it goes like this. So what I do is I strategically flip it or go up under the little belly band, and then I hold the tassels off the back, and then go like that, and then just flip them all over, and then the long ones, the taller ones in the back, and then the shorter ones on the front. And then that way it helps me to slide it into the plastic sleeve to hold them and make them look nice, right? Which I think turned out really cute, and yeah, just really fun. So I'll fix that in just a second. And then, so then with that, I also, for the, so then, I created some, if they wanted to gift a gift card as well, I created some little, with the Stamps of Life, for You gift card holder die set, created these little gift card holders, and they're really fun. See where we at here. These are really fun because you can, just pop these in the note card. And so this one is a little, goes like this, a gift for you. And so then you open it, they open like this, pop the gift card in, and then voila. And then you can just add this inside the gift card. So when they open it, this would be in there, which would be really fun. And then, or you have this style, like so. And then, oh, and then I was gonna, if you wanted to put a little message in there, I added that in this. I forgot to put it in this other one. If the person wanted to add a little message as well, something fun, or, if just an additional something or other, I need to put one in this as well. But those are the journaling tags that come in the scrapbook kit that we're using. So I thought that was pretty fun as well. I need to put that in there. So I'll put these to the side as well and add that in there. And then I was, in a hurry, trying to get this done. So obviously a book of stamps, so you can mail it if you want to. Mail a note card if you want to. And then the envelope seals with my new Crafter's Companion envelope embossing tool, or the seal embossing tool. They say handmade with love. So I wanted these for the envelopes or wherever you want to put it. And this just came out so fun. So all I did to make this was I embossed four of the same color. So there's 4 silver, 4 gold, 4 bronze, and then 4 craft. And I put them through a Xyron. They're on these slick pages, so they already have adhesive. Put them through my little 3-inch Xyron. And it pulls out on this already like this has the adhesive on it. And so then these can stay on this slick surface until you peel them off. I did 4 in a row, then folded it in half, just strategically put them through at like a good time. Now, if you accidentally get one that overlaps or it's really far as you're pulling it out, you can actually, after you rub, because it comes with this like black, if you can see that, this black peel and rub topper. So I rubbed them all and then peeled that off so that they would look like this. And so when you get it, if they're overlapping, you can actually pick those up and then put them back and reposition them. And then I just folded that in half after I got 4 of them. And then I just taped them to this card backer, that this pretty cardstock backer, and left enough room that it would fold and make it look, a little bit more dressed up like that. And then just taped each one to the card. And then that way they could unfurl it, and if they needed to use, more. And so I thought that just worked out really well. And so they all unfurl backwards. And so you can get to them really easy. And so I thought that just worked out really cool. But how fun is that? And then they can put a little handmade by and whatnot, or made with love. Yeah, handmade with love on their envelopes as well. And then I included a little pen with the little pen holder there. And I love gifting, all the little supplies when I make things like this. So that way it's, when they go to use it, they're not really missing anything. And even if they added a gift card holder to these, you have enough stamps that you can slap a couple on there and not have to go to the post office. You can just stick it in the mail and not have to worry about it, right? And I just think that is so fun. And I think this just is going to turn out really good. So this is the mock-up version, and we're going to actually make this version, which is so easy because it's similar to this one here. It's very simple. And so you need 3 scrapbook sheets of paper. So let me fold this up and let's get on with it. We're already spending lots of time here. And then we'll put all these goodies into the one we make, and that'll be really fun. I wanted to have all this stuff made so that way you could see it all together once it's all together. So let me grab the scrapbook paper. Wait, I thought I already got out. No, I didn't. I didn't actually grab it out. So it's the wildflower meadow card making kit or scrapbook kit. And I'm using this because they had an amazing sale on these, and I bought a couple of them, and the paper is gorgeous. I mean, as you can tell, and the embellishments are beautiful. I mean, it comes with all the things. This was made with that. It's a bunch of stuff out of my stash as well, because this also has the garden postcard, something or other, the sticker embellishments and stuff, and then some, other things out of my stash. But that's where that came from. This is from the birthday one, the antique birthday one. But I mean, this is out of this scrapbooking kit, this here. These flowers, I mean, it's just so lovely. And God, I could not pass it up on HSN. They had such a great deal on it. It comes with even adhesive. It comes with dimensionals. It comes with all the things. So I've got these picked out because I have 3 of the same. So trying to get 3 scrapbook out of this, and I've used it a ton already. It's a couple actually things combined. But still, I've used it a ton. So you need 3 scrapbook sheets, and you need, okay, let me think about this. Let me get these out of the way because I don't want to confuse myself what I'm making. We're making this one here. And so let me think about this. So we're 5.5 and 5, so 11, 12. So the first one is going to be 12 by 7.5. So let's grab our paper trimmer. 12 by 7.5 is what you need. And let's make sure we're upright too. This looks good. The little birds are all up and everything. Okay, so let's go this way. And this one, actually, you're not even going to see the front and the back panel either. So I would not even worry about it. Only the spine. And it's an inch wide. So I wouldn't be too worried about that. So there we go there. And then the next 2 you want to be, they're going to be a 1/2 inch thick. So we're going to go, let's see, 11 and a half. So make sure your orientation is proper. You're going to go 11.5, but let's cut it at 7.5 first. So we get a big pocket, because keep all of these. That's what's going to make your pocket actually. So let's see, 7.5. 7.5. And actually you didn't even have to go 7.5. You could have, by 11.5. You need 2 that are 7.5 by 11.5. So there's that one. That's our other one. And then here we go here. 7.5 by 11.5. Nope. Wait for it. And I did it this way so that way you could you could put a 5 by 7 card in it with an envelope and a sleeve, is the reason for the sizing. Because I know a lot of us do. And then you'll just need one more piece that is going to be 6.5. That is 6.5 by 4.5. You just need one more piece that's the same. That is 6.5 by 4.5. And you can't get it out of this because we're 6.5 is why. So let me grab that other piece and I'll be right back. Okay, so I actually have this scrap piece that I messed up on because I over scored it, and I can get a 6.5 because this is 7.5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap out one of these because I don't have any other pieces that match this. They only have whole cardstock, so obviously I don't want to ruin the 12 by 12 if I don't. It's unnecessary. So I'm going to keep 2 of these, and then I'm going to get rid of one of them. and then use this that I messed up on to create my other 2 pockets. So 6.5 by 4.5 is what I need. 6.5. There we go. There we go. That's fun. Okay, and now I'm going to mist this mess that I have there and cut it on the other side. So 4.5 by 6.5. Haha. There we go there. So I've got those 2. And now these 2, they're already 4.5, so we want to cut them down to 6.5. There, 6.5. So now we've got our 4 pockets. And we can save these other pieces for something else. Tags or whatever. And then now we just need our scroll board. And yeah, and then this is so easy. So easy. Okay, so the first one, that is the full 12. You want to the first one, that is the full 12. You want to score it at 5.5. And then you want to score it at 6.5. And fold it. Make sure you're lined up though. Here and here. And then press. And then do both lines. Make sure you're lined up. And, oh, isn't that going to be so beautiful? Look at that. Oh, so pretty. So that's going to be, well, that actually isn't the one we're using. Okay, and then so take these that are, let's see, figure out which way. So it goes like this. It goes like this. And so now you want to do 5.5. And then you want to do 6. Because you want this to be a 1/2 inch. 5.5 and then 6 on the 11.5 ones. 5.5 and 6 on the 11.5. Okay, and now let's do this one. 5.5 and 6. But don't score too hard, because I did that last time and whoops. See what I mean? Be careful. And I made a mess of it. Okay, it's fine. I didn't compromise it. Make sure you're evened up there. And press. And then do the other one. And make sure you're even. And press. You line it up. And then see which way is forward. I think we're going to do that one on the back, because you'll get all those beautiful birds. And then, or actually that could be the cover. We'll do the cover. That'll be the cover. Because I forgot that goes over. Nope, line it up. Make sure you're even. Wait. Like so. And then do the other one. Did we already do the other one? We sure did. Woohoo! Oh yeah, that's going to be our front right there. Okay, and then, okay, oh, and do the pockets, Okay, now you have to pick your orientation on these. So that's going to be up for me. That's going to be up for me. This is going to be up. And this is going to be up like that. Okay, so now on the pockets, you're going to score. You're going to score, because these are going to be 1/4 inch deep pockets. So you're going to score at 6 1/4 and 6. And then because this is so tiny to try to get on this side of the board, I'm going to flip mine all the way around to the opposite side and do the same thing. Do 6 1/4 and then 6. And then I'm going to make sure that my orientation is proper, and I'm going to score the bottom. So I'm going to turn it like this, and I'm going to score at 4 1/4 and 4. Like that. So then you'll have a pocket like that. And then we're going to do the same on all of these. So let's see. Hey, this goes like this. Well, if that's, but this goes like this. Okay. Well, this one goes like this, I'm pretty sure. Okay. So we're going to do 6 1/4 and 6. I'm going to flip it all the way around onto the opposite side and do 6 1/4 and 6. Then I'm going to make sure I'm right side up, and I'm going to turn it onto the bottom and score at 4 1/4 and 4. There's that one, and then same with this one. Last 2, 6 1/4, 6. Flip it all the way around, 6 1/4 and 6. Then pick the bottom, which should be like this, and 4 1/4 and 4. Like so. Like, how fun is this? Isn't this gonna be so pretty? Oh my. And then same thing on this one. So 6 1/4 and 6. Flip it all the way around, 6 1/4 and 6. And then pick the bottom. That's gonna be this side. And then 4 1/4 and 4. Like so. Right? How awesome is that? So we have those. Now we're done with this. And what you want to do is, let's fold all of these. So I'll fold one of these and then I'll do the rest off camera. So you're going to fold the bottom 2 score lines. And they're a little bitty, I know, but you can do it. Just take your time. Don't be in a hurry. And put your nail into the crease, and it will help you fold it over as you push with your thumbs and your nails in the crease of it. It will help put that score line where you want it to go. The inner one isn't as bad as the outer one, but yeah. So then, okay, so same thing. Fold all the score lines, like so. These little baby 1/4 inchers, like so. And not too many, you don't see too much stationery around, but I think sending Happy Mail is kind of making a comeback, to be able to gift stationery sets, especially if you know my grandma is so good about, sending, if I send her a card or a letter or something like that, she is so fast. She loves to send cards. She loves to get cards. So then what you're going to do is, sorry, it's a tutorial. You're going to cut out the 4 tiny little squares in each of the corners is what you're going to do. And you could you want to cut the score line out. Cut the score line off will make it easier for you. But yeah, she's like, I love sending Happy Mail. Letters, cards, things like that. I just love it. I love making them. I love sending them. And so then you're going to end up with a fantastic little pocket that looks like that. It's going to go on just like that. Right? That is so fun, isn't it? Little 1/4 incher. And so I'm going to do that to these other 3, and I'll be right back. Okay, so once you get that all done, all your score lines are all nice and folded, you get to assemble. It's like so easy. So what you want to do is you want to take the one that is the inch, that has the inch spine on it, and you're going to take one of the ones with the 1/2 inch spine. You're going to hold the inch one like you're going to read a book. So it opens like this. The other one that has a 1/2 inch spine, you're going to hold it backwards to where it's like eating the front page of that book. And you're going to glue the front page of the book to the front page of the backwards one. So these two here are going to get glued together. You want to glue these two together. So what I'm going to do is on the one with the inch, I'm going to fold it open, and I'm going to put glue and score tape on this panel here, on this front panel. I'm using 1/2 inch or so score tape. I'm just going to put 3 strips down the front of it, and then use art glitter glue. This is Sook Wang score tape. It is fantastic stuff. It's got the blue writing with the red made in Korea on the inside, and then art glitter glue. You want to be, so I just had to you can't, I buy in bulk, everything in bulk, because I go through so much of it. But I just was recently, I didn't realize our glitter glue actually expires, and I had to throw out like 4 giant bottles of it. I went to get, and it was all watery and everything. I didn't realize it must expire or something, because it was like liquid, like water, not like the glue. But I love the stuff, so apparently I can't buy it as in bulk is like. So then what you want to do is you want to put glue on top of your score tape to give you shimmy. It'll help you to be able to move it around to get perfect placement. I needed this on the last project, because if you just put score tape on it and then you lay it down, for the most part, my luck has always been it sticks and it'll rip if you try to remove it. It is that good. So now what you want to do is, so what I do is I flip this over like this, and then I flip this over like this, making sure that they're still upright. They're just backwards now. Yeah, they're still backwards now. And so what I want to do is I want to take this edge and I want to butt it up to this score line and then center it up between the top and the bottom. So I'm just going to take the edge of this cardstock, put it on the front panel, and run it up right up to that score line, butt it right up to it. And then after if I feel like it looks good, I'm going to just, oh no, it's not good. It's not good. Don't commit. Don't commit unless you're happy with it. But that's the reason you have, so gently, make sure it looks good. You're up to the score line. Make sure your score line folds nice like that. And then if you like what it looks like, press. Press and burnish the bejesus out of it. Burnish it like crazy. Press. Make sure it's stuck down and gonna live there forever and ever. Okay, so this is the first one, right? So it's gonna go like that. So that's the front. That's what your front looks like, right? Not so bad. That looks pretty good. And so now what you want to do is look at those beautiful birds and all those flowers. So now what you want to do is this one is going to get stuck down to this one. So the back panel, so there again, let's see. I actually want to go, I'm going to go upside down and backwards actually with this one. So I'm going to turn mine all the way over. So the back panel of the 1 inch, the back panel. So here, let's go back. So this is right side up, right? This is the 1 inch spine. This is the 1 inch spine. So we already have our front quad on there, right? So this is the back of it. And this back side is going to get glued to this one. So this one's eating this page, and these two are getting glued together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put adhesive on the back of this one, and then I'm going to turn everything around and be able to snuggle these in together. I'm going to flip it all over, but I want to put adhesive, so like this on the back of this one, right? There again, score tape, the whole thing on this one. So going to get my big score tape out. Like so. And there again, 3 strips. Like so. And if you get this on the wrong side when you're putting them together, upside down, I can't help you with that. But in all reality, if it's just literally where the seams end up, it's not that big of a deal. It's purely a look. It's just whatever you want it to look like. And even then, I've got a seam. I just do it this way. So put glue on the top of your score tape so you get shimmy. And then art glitter glue is going to make it to where, don't go over though. Shucks. Art glitter glue is going to make it live there forever and ever, because this stuff is fantastic. Okay, now like I said, we're going to go backwards and upside down, but I want to make sure that I am doing this in proper orientation, because I don't want it to be upside down. So this is right here. So now what I want to do is flip this one all the way around to where it's upside down, and then put this one like this. And it's just purely because of how putting it together, I have more control because I'm using my dominant hand. And now take the edge of this one, but put it on at an angle and slide it up to that score line, and make sure you're centered from there top to bottom. But don't commit until you really love it. Nope. Oh, I do love that. Wait, see if it folds properly. And it folds well. Press. When you're happy and you know it, burnish the bejesus out of it. Burnish it down. Burnish it down. Make it secure. You're putting that glue and score tape into the fibers, making them one with each other. Squishing it everywhere. There you go. And that's it. That is the base of the book. That's the base. Okay, but we're actually upside down. There we go. That is it right there. Isn't that perfect? That is just terrific, isn't it? And it looks like that. And like that. Yeah, this one, for whatever reason, came out short for me. I wanted it actually originally to look like that. Bummer, dude. But that's okay. Because it's over there. But the thing is I would have had a double... Oh, I don't have a double line on this one. I only have a single. Yeah, that one. I wish I could flip it. But you can't. I don't think I can I? Yeah, this one looks way better. If it was non-directional, I could have. But my birds, everything's upside down. Yeah, see, everything's upside down. But that's okay. I will love this anyways. And then, yeah, now we get to put the pockets on. Okay, so now I'm going to do a pocket with you. So what I'm going to do is, because I got the two colors, I'm going to alternate like this. So I've got 2 blue ones and 2 white ones, and they're going to go like that. Isn't that going to be so pretty? Ooh, so pretty. Okay, so now I used my wide one, and now I'm going to use my really skinny one. I've got 1/8" score tape, and we're going to also use glue with this as well. And so you want to open up your pockets to where you're looking at the outside, and all your tabs are out. And on the outer 3 tabs, you're going to put score tape. And that's where I'm using the 1/8", because it makes it easier on these 1/4" tabs, rather than trying to shoehorn a 1/4" score tape on a 1/4" tab. It'd be really hard not to get it where you don't want it. So there you go there. So I'm going to put this on all of them. Like so. Which, just make sure when you're rolling through it real quick, that you've got it on the very outside. Because one time I was doing a project. I think I was making the coffin. The Anna Griffin coffin. And it does a shadow box thing. And I didn't have all the flaps folded out. So my score tape ended up on the inside where it wasn't supposed to be. So just make sure all the flaps are out, and you're doing it on the very outside. And yeah, isn't this paper perfect for Easter and spring? It's so beautiful. It just feels like spring to me. I just love it. So all the tabs are out. Yeah, and I couldn't believe how good this was. Such a great deal. This set here. Just because it came with everything. You got matte layers, journal cards, you got ephemera, you got foiled ephemera. And they were 3D. They're 3D stickers. You get the all the the titles too that were in like gold and colored. Oh yeah, it's a fabulous set. Okay, so now make sure we're doing the right order, since we do have an order. Normally they're all the same. Okay, so now I'm going to start with the first one, and I'm going to do these two because they're like, this is an outside one and that's an inside one, and that will help you do the rest of them, right? So let's take this outside blue one here, and actually, we're going to peel the bottom off. Okay, peel the backer off the bottom one. We're going to put glue on top of that score tape. Just a little bead, and then we're going to fold that in like that. And then what you want to do is you want to take and you want to put that tab on the edge of the front panel in between this score line. So to the left of this first score line here and to the edge of your front flap, right? Okay, so let's do that. And try not to go over on the score line. Because otherwise it impedes your folding. If you do, it's not a big deal. It will just make it to where it's a little bit, I think I got that. It would just make it to where it just, when it folds up, it wants to just pop open. And so once you like where that's at, you want to burnish the heck out of it, to make sure it's on there really good, like so. And then, what size pocket do we have? Why does this look smaller? It might be the way it's on here. Okay, but now what you want to do is, I'm going to do like this. So now what you want to do is you want to peel this off. Make sure your score tape's all the way on top of the tab. Put a bead of glue like so. Right on top of the score tape. And then fold this over to where it's a 90. And then what you're going to do is you're going to make sure that edge there, that edge is snuggled right on top of that bottom one, like making a square, and make sure there's no gap. Wait. Like that. So you want to make sure to try to get no gap, that it's pushed right up to the corner. And then you want to just take and put that tab right on the edge of your card. And you can use your thumb to make sure it's pushed in, like that pocket's pushed in. And then once you get that, you're going to have to take something super flat. Like I would suggest a ruler, something stiff and super flat, to burnish it. Because like my bone folder the one I normally use won't work. So I've got my Tim Holtz ruler. It's pretty stiff. And I'm just going to run it on that tab, burnishing that score tape and glue in, like so. And then we're going to do that on the other side as well. And then glue. Don't forget your glue. And then there again, fold that in and make sure you're butted right up to that K and to the left of the score line. But do whatever you can do. If it's not perfect, don't worry about it. It'll be fine. It'll all come out in the wash. It'll be just fine. Once you get everything in it, it'll be okay. And then burnish it down with your flat object. And then that's the first one. So that's the first one. That's what they're going to look like, right? That's pretty good. And so now this one is going to, same thing. So maybe we fold that flap down first before we put the glue on, maybe. Peel the backer off and then put glue on it. Yeah, these stationery sets are really... Okay, so now make sure you're in between your two score lines and along the bottom edge there. In between the two. Like so. And then press once you like it. Open it up and burnish the bejesus out of it. Wipe off any excess. I noticed I got a little over there. Okay, and then fold these square in. Make sure they're at their little square edge. And then what we can do is peel the backer off on one side. Make sure the score tape is all the way on top of the tab. Pop a little glue. Like so. Make sure you're square with the bottom down here. So I'm pressing the top into that bottom to where I don't have a gap. And then folding it over, making sure to be on the left side of the score line, on this side. So all the way into that corner, trying to make sure I don't have a gap down there, to make sure it's as square as possible. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my ruler in there and burnish it. Like so. Like so. And so now what we're going to do is... this last one, you want to make sure that your tab is over the top of that, this side tab is over the top of the bottom tab. So that way it sits square in your, on your base. So then let's peel the backer off. And you don't have to get glue all the way to the bottom. Just however far you can weasel your nozzle tip down in there is all you need to do. And then make sure, like I said, fold that back in. And make sure it's butted all the way up to, hang on. It's butted all the way up to the bottom here. And then you want to be to the inside of the score line. So it would be to the right if you're looking at it frontwards. I'm not though. So, but make sure you're butted all the way up to the bottom. So I'm pushing it and holding it and making sure that it's on the inside of the score line. And then once I feel okay about that, I mean, you can even test them to make sure you like them. Well, this one's like out of look because it's burnished. And then you want to burnish it down if you are happy with it, like so. And that's 2 pockets. And look at that. How fun is that? Oh my goodness, 2 of them. Getting it done. So let me do these other 2 and I'll be right back. Okay, so once you get it, this is what you should have. Something that looks like this. So you're basically done other than a closure. And it does up like this. It's like really stinking fun. And oh my, yeah. And this is going to hold all those items really nice. Now, I got mine a little bit, one of my pockets got a little bit funky. But, because this one, if you look at it, is like that way. And instead, so it like pushes here and wrinkles up the pocket when you're looking at it. But it doesn't impede it because once you get all the stuff in it, it won't even matter. You won't even notice it. So yeah, it'll be super cool. But yeah, how pretty is that? Isn't that great? So now what we want to do is we want to put a closure on it. And I'm going to use my May Arts ribbon for this one. Because I just love that stuff. I think the look of it is really pretty, especially with this paper is really nice. So let me grab that. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, so I have this 1-inch May Arts ribbon. You get it on Amazon. I don't think it was very much. It's 1 inch by 50 yards, and I think it comes in a double roll. But this stuff is fantastic. I just love the look and the feel of it with this type of stuff. It's really nice. And I'm going to use quite a bit of it because I'm not really a fancy bow maker, so I'm going to utilize the texture and how pretty this is so that way I'll have grace in my bow tying. I'm just making sure it's all even and nice. And now I got it centered up where I want it on mine and it's wrapped around. So I'm just going to use some 1/4 inch. I could use the bigger stuff, but I'm gonna have a thing over the. I'm just gonna use this 1/4 inch score tape. Get off a piece that is smaller, that is shorter than where I want it to go, and then just eyeball it and place it under the ribbon where I want the ribbon to be, like so. And I think that is lovely. And then press. And right, that is so nice. So then we'll flip it over, making sure we're nice and lined up. Pop a little tape on this side. And then there we are. And that's it. The rest of it is literally decorating. And you could put a magnet on this if you wanted to. Whoops. You could put a magnet on this if you want to. You would just want to put it under a layer on each of the inside panels. Would be really easy. So then let's tie this up and see what it looks like. Okay. There's nothing in it. It's like so light and dainty. And then there you go. Like, right? Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Look at how pretty that is. And that's it. Isn't that just beautiful? And then it unties. You open it up, and then you'll have your 4 pockets of awesomeness. Right? This is great. So now the trick too is when you go to decorate, you want to do these just single layered. You do not want to over embellish this at all. Otherwise, it'll make it full close really funky. The outside you can doll up as much as you want, but you have to keep in, you don't have to, you want to keep in mind though that if you're giving it away, the recipient's going to have to store it somewhere. It'll probably go on a shelf. So you want to, think about making it easy for them to like store somewhere. They might even just keep it out on their desk so it doesn't matter. Or somewhere displayed on a shelf. They might not even put it in somewhere, but a lot of times they get stuck up on a shelf in like book style. So, and even then you'd keep that in mind for being able to decorate up the spine and things like that. Because you could put a dangle on the spine and it would be so cute to have that on there. You could put a label, you could do whatever decorations on the spine would be really fun. So there is that. So let me grab something to collage the front and to do my inside here. And then we'll put everything, house everything in. I'm going to actually leave mine like this because I love what this looks like. And then I know I'm stuffing the pockets. But actually we could, actually let me get that stuff back together and I'll be right back. I'll stuff the pockets too. Okay, so we got a little something. I've got, I'm using the stickers, the titles out of the Wildflower Meadows kit, using an Anna Griffin Kirigami scene card topper. I've and then a antique birthday postcard embellishment. That's what this one is. On the inside, when I open it up, I'll show you. I've already attached it. Is where the Kirigami scene is. And so then I've just used a matte layer that comes in the Wildflower kit to put this, to back this little scene from the birthday, the antique birthday botanicals, or antique birthday postcard set. And so it's a sticker, so I'm just gonna pop that right here. Oh, snap. All right, how about we just take our time and not be willy-nilly about it. There we go. That was close. And then we'll pop a little glue. And then, yeah, and then I made a little pen holder for the inside. And it was, the pen holder is 1 7/8 inch long, by however deep you want it to be. I think mine's like 3/8. And then you score on the 1 7/8 inch side every 3/8. And then you just fold it up. You just fold it up and then glue it together and then stick it down wherever you want your pen to be. It's really simple. I'll show you what it looks like, but that's how you make it. So 1 7/8 inch long by like 3/8 inch deep, scored on the 1 7/8 at every 3/8 inch. Is how you do that. So then wait for it. I don't want it to stick off the page. So I'm making sure that it's all within the front 5.5 by 7.5. And so then this is going to go right there. But I'm pretty sure this goes on as well. But I don't think it doesn't stick out that far. And so, yeah, and then it just goes like this. Yeah, like that. And then we could commit to this because we love it. Like so. Right, did I peel that? Oh, perfect, Nugan. Hang on. Didn't peel it. Now we can commit. Oh, yeah, that looks really good. All right, I love that. Okay, and so now on the bottom down here, I've got this gold one, and these are all out of the wildflowers. Other than these are out of the birthday one that I just told you about. We're going to go about there. This one's going to go there. This one's going to go in the center. Kind kind of like this. I'm just going to peel these and just kind of set them there. I'm not pressing down at all. I'm not committing to the process at all. I want to be able to change my mind and move them. Like ish, like that. And then this one comes over here. And I just love these. Okay, and then this one goes over this one. And I love that. I'm making sure though to keep the bottom, the leaf, so it sits flat. Yeah, and then I can manipulate that one wherever I want it to be. Maybe like so. Okay, and then let's see where the love comes out. Let's see where the love comes out. And that is going to be it. I mean, not even an hour. And this is actually, now that doesn't include all the pieces on the inside, but it's, you know, it's a really nice project. And I don't think it actually, normally for stuff like this, didn't actually take all that long. I thought it was, you know, pretty simple. And then I don't think I'm going to have to, I'm just popping all the little bits out of this one. And I don't think I'm going to have to put dimensionals on this. Because I think it's going to sit right over. Oh, I might have to do one. Oh. So maybe there. Okay, I do have to. All right. We wanted to be nice. We went to all the work. Okay, so let's figure out where. So right here, I need one of these. Let's go ahead and get the backer off so we're prepped and ready. And I guess we're going to go like that. I was hoping for that to be... Let me grab some other scissors. I'm going to cut this little dimensional in half. Because I'm pretty sure it really needs support under this here. I really need... I don't think it's going to bode well. I think it's going to end up having issues if I don't put something there. And I'm going to try to peel the backer off this one as well while I'm there. Because once it's down, it's like you're just going to want to leave it. Like that. And honestly, even if these don't stick, you could put some art glitter glue on those to help. It's just for support anyways. I think I like that. Yeah, right? Okay. And I think this looks awesome. And there, that's it. This is it. It's totally done. Let me... these little sticker bits. The middles of my little word. Okay, there we go. And just moving some of this stuff so we can look at it. And then I'll show you the pen holder as well. And you can see it decorated on the inside. And look, isn't that... Oh, come on. That's pretty good, right? I think this just looks fantastic. And it's thin enough. I didn't make it go like you could slide it on a shelf. Some of this dimensional stuff might be a little bit difficult, but it's not too bad. You know, I didn't put any of those like giant 3-dimensional flowers on it or anything, but I think that looks really stinking fun. So this is what it looks like all done up. Is what it looks like. That's what it looks like. And then let's look at it on the inside. So then when you pop the tie on it and you open it up, that's what it looks like. And you can, so this is the Kirigami scene on, these are the matte layers that come in the Wildflower Meadow scrapbooking kit. And then this, you can either post, like you could type something up on your computer and then you can glue it there, or you can just handwrite a message as well right there if you wanted to. Yeah, you could just put an inspirational message there, you know, kind of whatever you're feeling, you know. And then this is what it looks like on the inside when it's all done. And then I didn't do up any of these because this is already really thick, as you saw. When it's folded up, it's already like really nice. and substantial. So I decided just to go with these two and then leave this. And I think this looks really pretty because of how beautiful the paper is and the fact that we have like 3 different patterns anyways. So you have your notepad there. You got your note cards. You've got your beautiful tags and or could be used for bookmarks. You got the sentiments for the note cards or the tags. You've got your gift card holders, and I went ahead and put the little journaling cards in there. So if the person wanted to add a little note with the gift card, you have your little book of postage stamps. You've got your, whether you put these on the back of the card, your little card seals or your envelope seals, you've got those. And then you also have your pen. And this is where this is the, it's like 3/8 inch by 1 7/8. And then you score at every 3/8. And I just counted 1, 2, 3 lines on my score pal. And it's every 3/8. So 1, 2, 3 score, 1, 2, 3 score till you get to the end of it. And then you just fold it all up into a little cube. I put some score tape on it and art glitter glue and score tape and art glitter glue to put it together and then attach it to here. And that way the recipient has a pen. So everything at their fingertips, whether it's envelopes and note cards and postage and something to write with, it's all right here. And I think this just makes a super lovely stationery gift set, all handmade by you. And I think the person would just adore it just because it just makes gift giving, note sending super fun, right? And I think it just makes, whether for Easter or Mother's Day, a birthday, a congratulations, a thinking of you, whatever your heart desires. And I think you could probably even sell these, like, right, isn't this ribbon just darling? I kind of wish it was just a tad longer so it had some tails. It's so fun. But you make them and, sell them at a craft fair, or you make them for a what are those little silent auctions or something like that. If you did it for a charity, I think it'd be something fun to do for a charity event. It would be really fun as well. I mean, and it's pretty cool. And even for the gift cards, you could even add a couple of gift cards to go with the gift card holders if you wanted to really be impactful and go all out, right? I mean, it's kind of up to you what you end up putting in there. You could do all of it, none of it, whatever you like. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought of this whole quad fold series. So that's what we have. So this is the stationery. So then the previous video was the greeting card holder one, and then we also had the garden seed packet one. So yeah, let me know which one is your favorite, and if you watched them, and if you're gonna think about giving it a try. I appreciate you guys so much. Gardening season is upon us, so I am delving into that with my whole heart, and it's gonna be super fun. I'll try to be back here and there putting out videos. I still have a bunch of I got a ton of ideas. Like, who runs out of ideas, right? For crafting projects and things I would like to do, especially because Easter's around the corner as well. So it won't be your regularly scheduled, Friday, Saturday, Sunday type of event, but I will try to get something out and every so often. So thank you so much. I hope you are gardening as well and getting outside if you can, if the weather permits, or in your craft room having tons of fun. I appreciate you watching, and thanks so much for hanging out. Until next time, happy crafting, everyone. Bye-bye.